Reflection from the reading Mark 2 verses 23 to 28. The Sabbath was made for people, not people for the Sabbath. Sometimes faith feels like a tight uniform. You try your best to follow the rules, do the right things, stay holy, stay disciplined. But there are days when you're tired, hungry, overwhelmed, or simply human, and you start feeling guilty for needing rest, needing help, needing a break. In this gospel, the disciples weren't being rebellious, they were just hungry. But the Pharisees didn't see hunger. They saw a violation. And I realized, this is exactly how life can feel sometimes. People don't see your struggle, they only see your mistake. They don't ask why you're tired, they ask why you're not performing. They don't ask how you're doing, they ask why you're not perfect. Then Jesus speaks with a kind of love that feels like breathing again. The Sabbath was made for men, not men for the Sabbath. It's like Jesus is saying, my Father didn't create rest to control you. He created rest to heal you. God didn't create commandments to crush you. He created them to guide you. You are not a slave of religion. You are a child of God. This gospel reminds me that God is not impressed by a faith that looks good on the outside, but has no mercy inside. Because sometimes, we turn Sabbath into a performance. I have to pray perfectly. I have to attend everything. I have to be holy enough before I approach God. But Jesus shows us something deeper. God values people more than procedures. God values mercy more than appearances. God values healing more than proving a point. And honestly, this is comforting for people like us. For those who feel like they've been trying so hard but still feel not enough. They're doing their best but still get judged. They're faithful but exhausted. This gospel tells us, God is not expecting you to break yourself just to keep a rule. Jesus isn't against holiness, he's against heartless holiness. Because real holiness looks like love. Real holiness looks like compassion. Real holiness looks like God caring about your hunger before your reputation. So today, I ask myself, am I using God's rules to love people better? Or am I using them to criticize people more? Do I treat rest as a gift from God? Or do I treat rest like laziness and guilt? Do I let God heal me? Or do I keep forcing myself to be strong even when I'm breaking? At the end, Jesus declares something powerful. The Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath. Meaning, Jesus is the Lord of rest. Jesus is the Lord of your wounds. Jesus is the Lord of your confusion. Jesus is the Lord of your hunger. So even when people don't understand you, even when you feel guilty for being human, even when you feel like you're not doing enough, Jesus looks at you and says, come. I didn't make faith to imprison you. I made it to free you. Please type Amen and share.